All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Itching to Vote. And right now, I got my main man, Mr. Keith Cascio, is up in his house. He's running for office. And Keith, welcome to the show. And
thank you, Caleb.
Just tell us exactly what it is that you are running for and your campaign, etc.
September 14th, a nice almost autumn day in Los Angeles, on Crenshaw in the 55th District at the iconic Doolin's on Crenshaw soul food restaurant. And it's a campaign rally, and also we're celebrating the 145th birthday of Frederick Madison Roberts, who is the first ever major black elected official on the west side of the United States, elected in 1919 to the Assembly in Los Angeles as a Republican.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And as he said, we're over here at Doolin's. The meal was delicious. We loved the food and also the celebration. And we had a lot of people that joined us today. So Keith, can you tell the people out there a little bit about the campaign that you're running, you know, the position, etc., and just kind of give them a feel for what it is that you're running for?
I'm running for the assembly seat in the 55th district. There's 80 assembly districts in California. I don't think any one is more unique than the 55th district, which currently goes from Lincoln Boulevard to Normandy, and it goes from the northern border of Inglewood, just south of Slauson, to the Beverly Center. It's the most diverse district in California. To me, it's a district that is absolutely shining with potential, shining with possibilities. I think it's a district where we could have conversations here that will have an impact on the entire rest of the country. That's what makes me so excited to do it. And you know, we're in the home stretch of the election right now. The ballots are going to go out in less than a month from now.
And what motivated you to run for office?
Okay, so I'm a software engineer by profession, and I found out what everybody finds out in their career, which is that you can't get away from politics. Everything in life is politics. We're all human beings. And so I started getting more political. And then I found out that, you know, making an impact on the world, it's all about networking with people. And it's all about understanding people's needs and understanding people's concerns, and especially understanding history and what brought us to where we are now. So it's a natural process. It'll happen to anyone who's listening to this right now. If you keep on exploring these kind of things, you're going to become a politician. And then you have to make a personal choice for yourself. Are you going to run for office or not?
All right. I'm sorry. So I have two more questions for you. One is going to be about voter engagement and getting out there to the polls. But the other is, can you tell your constituents what they would gain by having you as their elected official?
I can definitely tell that. And, you know, ever since August 31st, that point has been the most concrete that it's ever been. Okay, there's a lot of nice people that are elected officials here in Los Angeles. And I'm from Brooklyn, New York originally. And in New York and in Chicago and in Los Angeles, we have what most political scientists would call machine politics. This is a situation where the politics of a certain region is dominated by one party, and where, you know, there isn't what you would call a full-on political competition like you might see in another part of the country. And what we know from human history is that we don't tend to see a lot of accountability in a system like that. Okay, and so now this very controversial set of sequence of events happened in the California Assembly with these two bills, SB 1331 and SB 1403, which are both bills to continue to bring forth the process of slavery reparations in California. And it disappointed a lot of people that those bills were not voted on August 31st. And I have been successfully able to, you know, communicate with voters that this is unfortunately an expected effect of embracing machine politics, and that what would help in this situation is that we need a little bit more of genuine political competition in the district. Therefore, to answer the question, what's something that I bring? Hopefully, I bring a respectful campaign that is interesting to people, that it feels refreshing, that it makes them feel that the issues that they were hoping that would be discussed, and then it creates more of a competitive political situation where the government is going to become more responsive to the citizens in the district.
Awesome. And can you tell the voters how they're out there, how they can get a hold of your campaign?
Okay, please visit my website, keithfor55.org. We have a contact form there. Please email us at vote@keithfor55.org, and also check out our Twitter at Keith Cascio for CA.
All right, you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we got this nice billboard up there. Keith455.org. And then we also have some other constituents that are here right now. They may want to jump in this if you guys want to jump in. And come on, jump in. Come jump in. Anybody that wants to go.
Okay.
Introduce.
Let me. My name is Felicia Novak, and I ran for State Assembly 8043, and I am one of Keith's biggest supporters.
Wow.
I can't, I get emotional when I think about Keith's campaign.
Thank you, Felicia.
I have never seen a candidate in the history of candidates that has so much humility and runs such a people campaign. He is for the people. Not many candidates out there are for the people. They are for the establishment. And it drove me to pray for his campaign. It drove me to be a better Republican. It drove me to be a better person, a better human being. And, God has worked through me to try to help his campaign with prayer, with motivation, because I want to see him win. Because the people need a people candidate, and that's Keith. And I am so proud to know him, and I hope to God that he is your next assemblyman.
Thank you, Felicia.
Thank
And you're being so kind. And Felicia has helped this campaign in many more ways than what she just stated.
Yeah. And Keith, one of the things to Felicia's point, you show up. That's one thing I do love about you. I've been seeing Keith around in different circles, and he's been showing up. And like we said, we're over here at Doolin's right now. Did you want to come jump in? And
This is Denise Estelle. I met her through the LA South Chamber of Commerce. And then I ended up being introduced to her nonprofit, Estelle for Humanity, and discovered what an amazing organizer she is. So if Denise could say a little bit about that, that would be great.
Yes. Good afternoon, good evening, all. My name is again Denise Estelle. My nonprofit is called Estelle for Humanity, and we produce the Honor Thy Father Awards, which is an annual awards dinner honoring fathers and male mentors. And I met with Mr. Cascio 2 months ago?
Or maybe a little even earlier than that. It was several months ago. At Crenshaw Square Mall.
Right, right. And then I've seen him at several different events. So he's very supportive of the community. He came to my awards dinner, and I'm getting to know him. And I can tell he's a person of good character, and I'm looking to find out more about him.
Thanks, Denise.
Thank you.
awesome. Well, nice. And that your organization is awesome, because as we were talking, we need more fathers.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And thank you for giving honor to fathers.
Yes, thank you.
So, Keith, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Anybody you want to say hello to, send a shout out to on the Itching to Vote segment right now?
Hey,
all your constituents.
If the owner of Doolin's on Crenshaw, Greg Doolin, ever gets a chance to watch this, thank you, sir, for everything you do for the community. Thanks for letting us have this event here, and we're so happy that we came.
All right. Shouts out to everybody over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to go back into the show. Bye-bye. That's a wrap.